How y'all doing? Just got off work not too long ago and been wanting to put together this video of this question I've been pondering for a while since I started this AR build. And that is, was it worth it? All the time and effort that I put into building my AR-15. And the simple answer to that question is hell yeah. It was more than worth it. This was probably the best thing I've done in a long time when it comes to a hobby. And I've been shooting guns for a while. Here is my VP9 that I'm rocking with the Olight laser. Love this thing. Strobe, everything. And of course, nothing's in the mag, everything is safe here. This is my Taurus. This is my carry gun. And again, nothing in my mag at all. But I've just recently gotten into doing rifle. This is my first one. I watched a lot of videos on YouTube, whatever, and I was just so curious about actually just wanting to build my own. So this is my finished product, and by no means it is one of the top of the line AR-15, but this has been the most exciting thing I've done in a long time when it comes to shooting. And one thing about this build, if you decide to get into it, if you're a beginner like I am, if it's something that you're curious about, you want just to do it for the fun of it or whatever, it can be very addictive. And I'm loving every minute of it. I'm finding new things that I can do to it. And my next one, which I'm definitely going to build another one, it's definitely going to be a little bit more colorful or whatever, have a little bit more flash to it. But for my first build, this is great. Now, one thing about this build, 90% of the stuff that's on this rifle did not even come with it. And that is the funny part about it. It was like when I first purchased the kit, which is just a simple Aero Precision lower and a PSA upper, complete upper. And the lower parts kit came with the PSA complete upper. But it's like every time I saw something different, I wanted it and I had to have it. So I went back and I changed everything on this rifle. I have parts just sitting around right now where I can just completely just get a lower and an upper, and I can have a second rifle. So it didn't cost me a lot from the start, but I have a lot of money into it so far, and I'm not regretting anything about it. So I'm just going to take you through. This is, like I said, this is my build. This is what I decided to put on this rifle from the start, and basically everything has changed from the way I personally got it. So start from the rear. When it first, everything just came just as your standard Magpul stuff. There was nothing special about it. It was just basic, your basic stock and everything. But I changed this because, starting with the stock, I just needed that cheek well a little bit more. The other one, the regular one, was just a regular one, regular stock. And this is the SRT, or STR, I'm sorry, which has a little storage compartment on the end of it, but I really don't use though. I just want to have a little bit more to rest my cheek on. So change that, that's new. And the charging handle is the Radiant Raptor charging handle. I have this is a Bushnell 4.5 to 18 scope. I just wanted to start shooting long distance, and this thing really makes a difference in shooting at least out to 200 yards and even further. But the range that I go to on the limits is at 200 yards, and I'm spot on with this. And I have just went ahead and bought a dust cover which says 5.6 NATO. When it's pulled out, lights out. Nickel boron, bow carry group. This is a Magpul upgraded stock, grip here. Sorry about that. I had the what is this? I got my little cheat sheet here just to make sure I'm telling y'all everything right. The Spikes tactical trigger guard here, which I just like the little spider on that's on there. So really had to have that. Yeah, again, Spikes tactical, Spikes industry, four grip here, and this particular upper came with Magpul flip up sights. I really wasn't feeling those polymer style sights, so I just wanted to get something that fit a little bit more with the rifle, since it is metal, aluminum, whatever. So I went with the UTG flip up sights. They're pretty good. They're pretty spot on, and I like them because it just really brings in the whole rifle. But my last upgrade to this rifle happened to be the muzzle brake here. This is the Epsilon 556 VG6, and I was sort of skeptical about putting this thing on from the start, but once I shot it, wow. You're talking about limiting the recoil of this rifle, which it did. It had a kick to it from the start. But once I put this thing on there, it was a whole different ball game. I swear to you. And this thing, I wish I would have gotten into shooting rifles a little bit sooner. But this thing has been nothing but fun to shoot. I also have on here the little magazine release, battery assist lever here. You see it right here. Again from Magpul. And one thing about this stuff, with everything that's going on today, with the country trying to find this stuff, it's you all should know that by now. Everything's just out of stock, or you gotta wait. It's on back order. It's amazing. It's amazing how crazy things are getting around here. I just hope everybody just continue to stay safe and just be mindful of what's going on in this country. It's really getting scary, and I really didn't pay attention to it at first until you start going to stores and everything is just constantly disappearing, and it's scary. But back to this. One thing else that I decided to get was this 6-hour Romeo 5 red dot. When I'm not shooting long distance, I throw this on, do some little basic shooting with it. Pretty accurate thing right here. Co-witness with my flip up sights, and I enjoy using this too. Magpul magazines and the Lancer magazines here. Now these things, I haven't had the chance to get back to the range. I'm having a little issue with them when I try to load them. But this one is working fine. It goes in perfect. Maybe this one. It's doing it. From the start, they was hard to load into the rifle compared to the Magpul, and they are loaded. But the rifle is not, again, not gonna worry about that. I couldn't get these things to load properly at first with the rounds in them, and I'm not sure why that is. But as of lately, they have been going in pretty good. Again, I haven't had the opportunity to go to the range, which is another story. The range that I go to, it seems like everybody is practicing or doing something at the range, and I'm not sure what is going on. I just hate to even think about it sometimes, but when I do have the opportunity to get a station, I will let you know how that works out. But this thing, it is amazing. It is a fun build. It's don't have a lot into it from the start, but right now I got a pretty good penny into it, and there's nothing fancy about it. It's nothing at all fancy about it. And like I said before, the next one that I build, I'm definitely going to make it a little bit more flashy. And I've been thinking about how I can actually upgrade this one and make it a little bit more to stand out a little bit. Like doing some color filling. I don't want it to be bold color filling and stuff like that. I just want it to pop out a little bit more. But if you're thinking about doing it, man, trust me, you're not going to regret it. And I'm definitely looking forward to my next build. So for the time being, I'm just gonna let you guys go until I can get another video out, actually me shooting or something like that. And I just thanks for your time. Comment on it if you please. I mean, it's like I said, it's nothing fancy, but this is just what I have built, and I just cannot wait to build my second rifle. It's fun. It's amazing. Appreciate your time. Thank you. I'm Tracer Rose, and I will get back with you on the flip side when I'm doing something different as far as shooting. Can't wait to get this thing to the range again and try out these new mags and let you know how they work out for me. I just like them because they're a little smoke. You can actually see the bullets in them. Wow, that's amazing. But I just want to see how they perform with this rifle. As for, like I said before, it's kind of hard to get these things to set inside there, and I hope it just something that's going to have to break it in or whatever. But I'll let you know here shortly. So thank you all. Talk to you later.